Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Arctic, but you may also call me Arctic. Notice the silent A at the beginning. And today I found a silly little game as tower defense on incremental games. So let's look at it. It looked promising at first glance, and let's create a save file first. And I can build a tower. Who would have thought in a tower defense game? And I can collect wood, but how do I collect wood is the question. I don't collect it here. Do I collect it by killing slimes or something? Or do I need to get more wood here? I can get money here, okay. Let's get damage at first, that is always a good option. And another arrow tower. Maybe we can start killing a few slimes. Well, kill streak, okay, so I need to get a kill streak of 10 to finish the level. And it seems there's no wood for me. I really need to click on max wood to get more wood. And, well, another arrow tower. And I can sell and upgrade towers by clicking on them, okay. That means if I had 10 wood right now, which I now have, I can upgrade you to get extra arrows, and actually 2 at a time, I would think. Is it 2 arrows? Yes, it's 2 arrows. It wasn't really clear before. And I have a 10 kill streak, and the first level is already done, okay. That means we can do the same thing with the next level and get max wood. Oh, we start with 25, okay. Then get 3 towers at the beginning, and these tower here get arrows. They have more arrows right now. Let's get a few of attacks. Now a few is good, but I don't think we can really get much with our funds at the moment. Maybe we can get another damage, which helps us a bit, but I think, well, these slimes will probably all go through. Oh, no, not really. I just saw they are dying actually. Okay, that means if I focus on the towers a bit, I should have enough wood. Well, I already have enough. Wow. Okay, that level was way shorter than I would have thought. Because they are stronger slimes. Now they are only strong slimes, which is not that bad, I would say. If I dealt with them very proficiently at the last level, this one should probably help as well. And the ice tower. What do you do? I would think if I sell you and get an ice tower here, you probably fleece, yes, fleece all the slimes with a certain blast radius. No, you don't freeze them even. Do you just slow them down or something? Okay. Or is it just damaging? Oh. Would have thought for sure you would freeze them in place for a bit, or is it so short the freeze that I can't see it? Yeah, it's a slow duration here, and it says right here, but I don't really feel that they are moving slower than their not frozen companions. Well, you can actually see it if you have some that overlap in their freeze. But for now, get max wood and upgrade this tower. Now, upgrade this one to extra. Yeah, only have 5 arrows. Okay, then I'd simply get another arrow tower here in the hopes that I can actually start killing a few slimes and getting a kill streak. Because this level here is actually a bit longer than the second one that I had. Which really surprised me because the second one was over so fast, and maybe I should start clicking a few stars to actually make some money here. Well, and another star is already spawned. It seems to be the... but now I actually thinking, what is these diamonds here? Could they help me with something? Can I unlock something with them? I actually quite can't tell right now. Because at the moment I only have a few options here. Maybe there's a prestige or something? Well, I didn't quite look further into the game, so it's certainly possible that there is a prestige. For now, let's just get a new max wood and get the last arrow tower right here. Maybe it helps. Well, okay, these slimes are dying right now, so it actually helped. But for now, get a better arrow tower. But the next upgrades are getting quite expensive. I would think then I should probably focus a bit on the ice tower, because that seems to be the affordable option. Actually deal some damage here to the slimes. Okay, I already have 40, and then, yeah, let's go to 2 damage, which is better than nothing, because we actually shoot AoE with the Ice Tower. And we are at the kill streak. Very, very nice. And what's this? You need to prestige. Resets your progress, but makes you way stronger. Okay, then let's prestige right now. What can I get for it? I already clicked and cancel. I first want to read what I click. Arrow damage multiplier. You can now upgrade the damage multiplier of individual arrow towers. Okay, which means percentage based instead of flat damage. Dark clicks are worth 2 times as much gold, which is very good. And do 1 damage to all enemies on screen, which is also not bad. Well, practically I have 9 points, so why not spend all 3 of them? Okay, then I think you always need to fill out. So our next one is at 20 prestige points to unlock the next layer. And prestiging, and we start at level 1. That's the normal kind. Okay, then it probably will be a bit faster this time, depending on if a star spawns. Well, I just deleted slimes. This is unfortunate for them. And get another arrow tower, which is probably useless now that I think of it, because, oh, there's a star, and you die. Money is power, literally in this case. And get a 1 arrow tower at the start, and the second arrow tower. And max wood probably 2 times to upgrade this arrow tower. Well, what is the damage multiplier is the question. Is the damage multiplier just a times 1.4 or 1.2, or do we get it 2 times multiplier from the start? Well, let's test it. When I click at you, what happens? A 2, which means doubling of the damage, which is actually quite strong if we get into the higher costs here. Which means we made from 4 to a 6, which probably would be impossible to achieve in our first prestige layer. Let's start with the 3 arrow tower setup, and I think Ice Tower should unlock as well. Yes, I unlocked it here. The game is not that long until now. I probably should remember it instantly, but well, my silly little brain is simply not able to process all this information at once, I would say. And click on these stars to eliminate the slimes, and it always works very nice. The Ice Tower deserves a few upgrades as well, I think. Does it? Oh, well, no, it does not have a damage multiplier. I probably should have read what the achievements are. No, this is the prestige point set. But well, I am quite lazy, I would say. Yes, that is the right word. And a kill streak of 30. That goes very, very fast right now. And now the level where I should prestige set the game last time. So let's say if I can do something about it now. I would say go with a few arrow towers, can't go wrong with them. And maybe I can actually achieve a kill streak right here if I also go a bit crazy with the stars. It seems possible certainly, because these slimes are dying particularly fast. Should probably upgrade the arrow towers one last time. And let's see if I can go at a kill streak rampage, and does not seem like it. No, it's still quite a bit too early. Maybe if I go for an extra arrow for you, and at the next possible timing go for a damage multiplier as well. That should actually help me to get a bit further in my kill streaks. Okay, these slimes didn't stand a chance, but they are also the stragglers of the last wave, so this is their real challenge right here. Well, the arrow tower actually is quite strong now. It deletes them instantly. Okay, then. Look if we get a kill streak, and it seems very likely that we get a 45 kill streak. Especially now that there's another star on the field. And do I prestige now is the question. I need 6 more to actually can very efficiently go to the next prestige layer. So I'd say start with an extra... No, not... I misclicked, that's unfortunate. And what is with the slimes? Do they have more HP or go faster? No, it seems they are actually going slower. They probably don't only have much more HP than the other ones. Yes, they are really not dying. Wow. Quite strong, little fella. So let's go for another attack speed and damage upgrade. Maybe attack speed on this one as well to help a bit with ice towers, but for that I would need another bit of wood, which actually is quite far away now that I think about it. We need 128 stars. Well, I say it's quite far away, but I'm literally only 20 now away, and I actually got it now. Wow. I really underestimated the gold gain now that we have doubled it. Go for another star, and well, the little slimes are dying, and the slow bulky ones, they are still staying alive, which is quite bad for us. Do I have enough money for one more slow duration? Yes, but does it help me is the other question. Well, yes, it actually did help me. I should have looked at the kill streak, but no, I didn't want to. And now seems to be a good point to prestige, because we have 20 points. Ice slows for 10% more. Anytime an enemy is hit, you get gold, which is a very, very good upgrade. And after prestiging, you keep 1000 gold. Okay. Does it mean keep 1000 gold that I only get the gold I already have? Or does it just give me simply 1000 gold? It could be both. I think I will only get 119, now 129 if I prestige, but well, we can actually try it right now. Confirm the prestige and start again. And we have a full 1000. I'm actually glad I did not farm for more, because that would have been very, very silly right now. What do we do with all our power? At first we deleted slimes, that's the first one. Get a few max woods, get a few damage, and get a few attack speed. Well, I actually can unlock the tower now as well, if it didn't just jump to level 2 right now. And go with an arrow tower and the old trusty arrow tower, and now that I think about it, maybe another arrow tower. And they also get me a damage multiplier and an extra arrow. For you, it's just a damage multiplier. I can't afford another arrow right now. So you stay put a bit. And we are also at the 27 kill streak, which went by way fast. We are only... No, that's not 12 seconds, that's 12 minutes that I've played right now, isn't it? Get another max wood to get a new arrow tower. Here a trusty ice tower in the middle, just like the last times, and also get extra arrow and a damage multiplier. And also maybe do a blast radius. I don't know if it does good or not. It can't hurt, I think. Because at the moment we are not so far into the game and waves that we really need to worry about optimizing our little towers here. And you are actually one-shotting the guys. That's very, very good, which also means I do not need to focus on your damage multiplier if you're only dealing with these kind of slimes. To get me an arrow tower that does the damage multiplier and 2 extra arrows. And do you actually delete all of them? Very, very nice. Okay, then I can get another wood to get an ice tower for assistance right here. Should clean up the stragglers at the front. And we actually get to full kill streak in a matter of minutes, not even. A matter of 1 minute actually. Very good, nice. Then let's try what worked last time and get another arrow tower that shoots 2 arrows and has double damage. With his trusty friend, the ice tower, to actually help him a bit, because these slow guys are actually quite tanky. And I don't think... no, you can actually not deal with them yourself, and my clicking is practically useless for them. You get a few damage and slow duration from the ice tower, and you actually died. That's very fast. I did not think you would actually die from my assault here. So, oh, you actually survive if you're at full health. That's not really concerning, but actually a little bit interesting maybe, at best. 20 prestige tokens. What is actually cost for the another prestige right now that I think about it? Out of 10 extra wood, which is not so much, but yeah, well, it's 2 upgrades right now, which are quite expensive. You can now upgrade individual ice towers to slow enemies by 20% after they thaw out. And the last one, for levels you have already completed, only half as many kill streaks are required, which is a better farming strategy. Okay, that should be our priority right now. Now that I think about it, are all 12 cost here? You're 12, you are 12, and you are actually a 1 cost? Why a 1 cost, okay. That means I only need 25 to completely have this layer. Well, that does nothing at the moment. Let's get an arrow tower here. Damage and 2 extra arrows. And also another ice tower that does a little bit of AoE on these ones. Keep them slower and to help assist to kill them faster. I actually don't think that we can do the kill streak right now. It seems to go a bit on the hard side here with all these chunky enemies. Well, can you deal with it? Well, I will help you. Well, it actually seems not quite as hopeless as I would have thought right now. Maybe if I get the ice tower a bit more upgraded, does it help it? With a click. Come on. Maybe another star, another star, another star. Shh. We actually dropped our kill streak. That is quite unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate actually. Get a better blast radius. So that we can actually annihilate these little slimes here. And that seems to be quite common here. That we have not enough money. Well, I think that's not a very fast kind of game. Maybe I should prestige now? Would that help a bit? I don't know, I must say. Because if I can get this round completely done, I will actually get enough for the whole layer. But does it actually help right now if I click? Yes, it helps. But I don't think I can actually kill all of them. I am quite pessimistic and actually did right now that I'm starting adapting my towers. And for now, let's get this, this, and this, and this seems to be the next layer. When enemies are hit by ice, they are frozen in place for 0.15 seconds. That's what I wanted to see right here. Gain 4 times as much good from kills, and also arrow towers now inflict poison. That's quite good. Then I should place one right at the start of the map to actually poison the enemies along the way. I don't know how long poison will last, but well, we will see probably. We have a 15 cost, a 15 cost, and a 12 cost, which we should prestige the next time at 42 points. Let's start with the old trusty arrow tower. Also damage, nice, and go for the another arrow tower upgrades. Okay. I actually did our level 1, and yeah, we only have to do half as much now to get the kill streak at full. That's actually very, very good and speeds up our farms really quite a bit. Well, we already did level 2 and already level 3. Get an ice tower in the middle, like last time, and an arrow tower, which should actually, with an extra arrow and the damage multiplier, be able to actually delete all these little silly slimes here. And the next wave should be enough to get us to a maximum kill streak here. Click the star to assist a bit from our arrow tower, and it is done. Let's go to level 4. And go with an ice tower and an arrow tower right here. Go with extra damage, extra arrows, and a perma slow and a blast radius. And for you, an extra damage multiplier to actually one-shot these guys. Which now that I think about it, probably wasn't the right call, because I don't have a problem with dealing damage, I have a problem with killing the enemies fast enough because they are swarming right now. And okay, these two you can deal with alone, but I will help you a bit with collecting money so that I can inflict a bit of chip damage to your enemies. Now we go to Prestige, now to level 5. Go for Ice Tower in the corner, an Arrow Tower right here. Go with damage and an arrow, maybe 2 arrows, that should be enough, I hope. Yes, that is enough for these ones. Is it also enough for the chunky boys? It seems to be. Let's go with the Ice Tower a bit harder to actually kill the enemies faster. No, freeze them faster is the right thing to say, I think. Now get an Arrow Tower right at the start here. It would be actually helpful to get an area which they shoot, like a little circle right here. But I think you get a few range upgrades. Yeah, you probably could actually cover the map if you actually got range upgrades now. Probably a silly idea and would break the game balance fierce. Get an Ice Tower at stage here. Maybe I can get a few slimes slowed down enough to actually kill them before we get around the band. Assist with the star again. I must say this game is quite relaxing, I would say, the music especially. I always enjoy my games if they actually do not have such an riveting music that you actually get absolutely hyped for it. This one is actually good to calm down after a long day at work, which I just had, so I hope I just don't sound too tired right now. I am a bit tired, so maybe I'm talking a little bit of silly things, a little bit of a bad pronunciation or something. Please, quite forgive me. It's actually not my first language. Maybe you heard it out that I do have a bit of an accent. I do not know. I do not talk so much in English on the internet. Well. But for now, I think I should focus on these slimes here. Do we get to the maximum kill streak? I think not. Maybe I should upgrade the tower for a bit. Actually help a bit here. I can't upgrade you. I can upgrade you a bit here. Is it enough? I don't think it's enough here to actually kill these slimes. And of course you survive with 1 HP. That's absolutely atrocious. That's bad. Get for a bit of attack speed. That seems to be a bit of a problem, that we do not attack fast enough and not hard enough. Well, actually we can go with every upgrade there is on the scale here. Go with a bit of a slow duration also. And there is probably, yes, the next level right here. Did we do something in this level last time? Well, it seems so, because we actually only have a 16 kill streak. It's really fast, or is it just because these slimes actually tank a huge amount of damage now that I see it? Well, yes, my towers seem to struggle quite a bit with these green slimes. Wow, you are healthy. My clicks actually do nothing at this point. We are not very far into the game, I think only 23 minutes by the helpful clock right there in the corner. But they're starting to be quite tanky, these slimes here. And well, I could invest a few money into max wood, but is it enough to actually make a difference right here? Well, we could apply a perma slow in the blast radius to my ice tower, which helps a bit for my damage issue, because they are very long inside the range to kill them. Well, you are down. You are down. It seems to be quite well balanced. If they get right around this bend to the last possible location for a tower here, then they die by my other tower that I placed and upgraded here. So it all works out quite well, and we are only at the 15th, and now we are actually at the 16 kill streak and at the last level probably, or not. Maybe the demo goes further than I think. Because I right now have done a few things in this demo here, and if it is many times longer than I would think the game needs to be huge to actually justify the content, because most of the time tower defense games are actually very, very slow, I would say. They were not slow, but very lengthy in their gameplay time. Well, it's actually quite an easy thing to program some levels here and just go let a few of these monsters go around. So probably could squeeze in hundreds of levels if you really tried. But well, it just feels like we are nearing the end of the demo, you know, in this short time frame, I know, but well, let's see if my instinct proves right or not. It probably won't, I would say, because most of the time I'm actually completely wrong on these kind of things. I'm always the one who goes into the wrong direction if I look for a boss room in a video game. Well, not by choice I go to the wrong direction. If I actually look for a boss room, I do not find it. If I don't look for it, I always find it. So, yeah, it's always a bit of a toss-up with my intuition here. Build an ice tower to assist a bit. I don't actually know how far does the ice tower shoot. Not very far, it seems. But it should be enough to actually assist here if we can just kill these ones. Nice, very, very nice. Assist with my absolutely, at this point, useless clicks. And another useless click. Well, not useless, it actually gets me quite a bit of money if I start clicking here. No! Oh, why did you do that? That does not put joy on my face, and this does spark joy. This is a time that absolutely avoided any and all kind of damage from me, which is actually very, very interesting. How did it survive all this kind of abuse? Not quick enough, that's what it is. Slow duration maybe. I have to get 1,000 coins actually to get another upgrade, which is actually quite a steep cost, and at this point I don't think is it actually worth it to continue here. Should we just prestige one last time or something to get through this level here? Because I need 15, 12, 42. 42! The all meaning of life here. But if I get this level, then I can actually get all the prestige upgrades. Which would be very good, I think, because, well, I would not have to meaninglessly trudge through all levels again just to get a simple upgrade. Motivate them a bit here with a bit of clicking here, a bit of clicking there. Get an attack speed upgrade, maybe? No, there goes the last green slime. You can't tell me that wasn't scripted. All this rubber banding here. Well, no, actually, that was probably a skill issue. I could have gone a bit further here with the optimization of my towers, I think, but there is actually not that quite a bit of leeway to customize your towers. There are only two possible customizations, so there's actually not too much to do here. And another green one has hit the tower. Oh no. Well, you are dead. You are dead, I can say here, and I do not have any wood. I do not have anything right now except a few stars to click, and there's another run through. At this point I'm actually quite spiteful and actually want to just completely dominate this level here, because it's toying with me and I find that quite disgusting. Are you all dying? That's very, very good. I do not like you. Should I go for attack speed update a bit? Could that help with the last push here? Well, let's simply do it. There's no point in just procrastinating around and simply waiting for the optimal solution, which isn't simply there. Okay, you are dead, and you are also dead. Well, we seem to be on the home stretch here. We only get 5 slimes more and everything is finished here. And we actually got 4 slimes more. And we are actually at the level 9 and the optimal point to prestige right now for me. And there's actually another prestige area for 20 points, 20 points and 20 points, which means 60 here. And should slimes die, they emit an ice explosion. Very good. Arrows will shoot another arrow on impact, dealing 50% damage. Start with a further turn extra wood allowance. Okay, then confirm this one. And we are prestiging again, starting with the easiest one ever. Well, of course it's the first level, why shouldn't it be easy, right? Go for 64, go a bit of picking here, and we are finished with this. Next one, go for an arrow tower here, with a damage multiplier and 2 extra arrows, which should be put with these upgrades in damage and attack speed in a position here where I can finish the level easily. Kill streak 15, nice. It goes further with level 3 here. Got an arrow tower, and I think I always placed an ice tower here, which I forgot to unlock. How interesting. I actually forgot something. Well, isn't it new? I never forget things. I'm always perfect at remembering, right? Yes, of course. I'm a gamer and now on YouTube, so yeah. There were probably 10, probably a million irritations that you have with my gameplay. I understand. It's actually quite something to actually play yourself and record you playing, because, well, you have to actually have 2 filters in your brain. One that tells you what to talk about, and another one to play. And you can play well if you actually think about other things while playing. I can quite attest to that right now. Because I actually need to translate as well in English what I want to say, which is another hurdle that I need to overcome. But I think, well, training is what keeps you in shape, training is what makes you get better at things, so, well, you always have to start with one thing, and, well, this one thing starts now with my first video, you know? Nice tower here in the corner, and another one here of the arrow towers. Oh no, I clicked the nice tower. Still, actually for the full cost, which is quite nice. And an extra arrow, and an extra damage multiplier for you. Damage for you, and that should help quite a bit to deal with these tanky slimes. And actually click on these stars for once to get a bit of money. Don't be lazy, don't be lazy. Attack speed for you. And I think in this band it's optimal to place an arrow tower with an extra arrow, extra damage as well again. And here as an assistant tower, place an ice tower that has a perma-slow applied and a blast radius. Oh, you can actually upgrade the blast radius another time to 1.5. Okay. Get a bit of attack speed for you. And max wood, which helps me to further boost my tower strength here. Which is actually not enough to actually boost another tower. Then I only will get nothing because the level already finished. I forgot that it's only half as long as it normally is here, because I already... Here get an arrow tower, so it is the longest range to actually hit something. With a damage multiplier here, and also an ice tower here to assist. With a perma-slow, please. Damage for you. And a star right here and right here. And you're poisoned, which works quite... I forgot, I actually said I would place the tower right at the beginning of the map to actually get the maximum of poison. But I did not. Which means I should actually do it right now to get some use out of poison. Get a slowing machine right here with a perma-slow applied. Get another wood and another attack speed to make it a bit easier on myself here. And, well, they are actually dying very, very fast right now. Poison seems to be actually quite good here. Maybe, is it overpowered? I did not get around the band even. Wow. You're absolutely bad. Arrow tower to help. And an ice tower again as a trusty combination here with a perma-slow applied, which helps quite a bit of their poison and slowly rot to death. Which actually is quite gruesome if you think about it, wow. Nasty stuff right here. Do you actually... Oh, they are getting healed from poison here. And what? A few seconds? Okay. But can I actually finish this level here with my setup right now? Or did I go too bit overboard in applying all my upgrades to simply one arrow tower here? maybe it would have been easier to get a few arrow towers here along the way to keep the poison going? Good question. Well, I can't sell for the full price, so let's go with an extra arrow here, an arrow tower with an extra arrow here, and an arrow tower with an extra arrow in this corner here. Extra arrows. So do I have enough for a damage multiplier again and a damage multiplier? Which is quite good because the multipliers only get more expensive as time goes on. Get another damage upgrade. So does this help? For you, you are already dead here. Which is good. But all the other ones survive, which is bad. If I prestige now, does it help? An extra chill explosion and dealing another arrow damage, which could help with my damage issues a bit. Damage in the slow duration here, maybe that will push me over the edge. But I don't think so actually, because these slimes here, some are actually getting through quite healthy right now. Do I even hit some of them here with my poison? It's a really good question. Are you even poisoned, my friend here? Because what this freeze tower is doing is actually putting them so close together that my first tower here simply does not focus on the ones that aren't poisoned, because they are clumped together so fiercely. It also only applies to a poison here 5 times or something to the same slime. Which means these two slimes are actually quite unharmed. That's not good. That's actually very bad. Wow. What can I do at this point right now? Go for another tower? Does it help? Will that help? Maybe here? Another arrow tower? 2 arrow towers? An arrow tower with another damage multiplier? I would more like an extra arrow so that I can 1-on-1. Yeah, let's do it simply. Extra arrow here. Maybe that will be the solution here. My clicking is probably useless. I don't know how much health you have, but it's probably way above the threshold that I can actually deal here with my clicking. Well, do you die? Do you die? Come on, die. Oh, it died. Very good. Get an attack speed upgrade here. Knock yourself out. And you are dying, you are dying, you are dying, you are dying, yes, you died. Oh. I'm very pleased right now. It seems to be working here with another arrow tower right here in this bottom spot. And the kill streak of 50, very nice, and level 10. Well, level 10 is the classic one to finish something. And how annoying, you actually gave me too short. I am too short of an... Annoying. Just annoying. An extra arrow, you here with arrow tower with an extra arrow. You arrow tower with an extra arrow. And I actually say the same things twice, 5 times here. Which is actually the kind of comedian I want to be. I always want to say the same things, always get the people to laugh at me. You aren't doing anything right now. Get an extra arrow here. And a freeze tower, probably, which has blast radius and perma-slow. Do you help? A bit, but not quite enough. Get an attack speed plus here and slow duration. And I actually do not kill anything here. Absolutely nothing, I say, and 10 things die at once, but it's always like it is. Ah, kill streak of 20. The nuke is inbound almost here. Just a bit and the nuke is coming. Come on! The nuke is already done. I always look at this bar and always get a bit anxious that it doesn't run out until they are down here. But it seems to be quite good. Level 11, that means it's prestige time? Is it prestige time? Can I go further? Actually do not have much space here for another extra tower here. Arrow tower. Arrow tower. And an arrow tower here. Then a freezer here. Freezer there. No, you don't deal nearly enough damage to actually get through this one. Then let's prestige simply to get it over with. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And confirm, which is actually the end of the prestige. Okay. Which probably means that what I just did was the last level of the demo here. Very, very nice. And it's done, the Q streak is over here. Let's go here with another arrow tower in this corner. And go with extra arrows. Do I even need to do anything at this point here? I think not. Because it's actually quite easy at this point. Okay. Level 3. And I remember the ice tower in the middle. And the arrow tower with extra arrows and a damage multiplier. Which really pushed me over the edge here. Okay. Do I need to do anything? We click here. It does actually not seem that I actually have to do something here. Okay, level 3 is down. Then let's go to level 4, put an arrow tower in this spot and an ice tower here. The arrow tower probably can deal with it if I upgrade it enough, which, yeah, it should. And you silly little slime actually got through. Ah, but the kill streak was so short, I actually killed you before you could get to the ending. So sad, too bad. With an extra arrow, maybe an ice tower in this spot here to help. And get another arrow tower here to apply the poison to the tanky slimes. Go for a max wood upgrade, damage, attack speed a few times as much as I can. Go here for a narrow tower, which applies poison just at the first spot. An ice tower, which applies perma slow right after. And also another arrow tower that helps finish off the stragglers that got through my onslaught of poison. Go for an attack speed slow duration as much as possible. And the kill streak 25. The next level 7 is already around the corner. Go for an arrow tower in this spot, which has a damage multiplier and an extra arrow applied, with an ice tower just as an assistance right here. With both of these applied, then I should actually go an arrow tower right in this spot. It cleans up a bit with poison as well, and to bit of insurance, also an arrow tower in this spot. So now click a few stars here, and it should probably be done right about now. No. What am I saying? It's not, it's just a 4 out of 8. Of course it's not done. I'm quite dumb as it seems. And the kill streak achieved. Let's jump right to level 8 and go with an arrow tower at the start that absolutely puts pressure on all these slimes. An ice tower which slows them down in their death, so that they may suffer forevermore in the eternal freeze of winter or something like this. Go with another arrow tower in this spot again to actually keep the poison rolling. I don't know, I think what I did was just now was overkill because the 15 kill streak is already here. And level 9 as well. Go for an arrow tower right at this spot so that it can apply to a few slimes the poison. Permafrost, which also helps as well, and if a straggler got through, go for an extra arrow. That's always a good choice. An arrow through the knee is always good to keep an adventurer at bay. Slimes aren't adventurers, but you probably get the meme I referenced, right? Okay, the next one here. Click a few. And the kill streak already is quite finished here. We only need one more. Come on. Kill it. Kill it with fire and ice and poison. Yes. It's done. Level 10. Go for an arrow tower in this spot and an arrow tower in this spot here to apply the poison at the right moment. With an extra arrow. You as well with an extra arrow. A perma freeze right around this corner that helps us at the first stage to keep the enemies close together. At this stage, another arrow tower which helps us with extra pressure on the slimes, an ice tower which slows them further down with a perma slow again in the blast radius. And do I actually need a further arrow tower? Probably yes, because at this point they are poisoned, and the poison probably... Wow, I planned way too much. We are already at the next level. Put an arrow tower right at this spot, as close as possible to the stage start. An arrow tower right here to assist this one. Freeze that clumps them together closely here at this point, and probably another freeze that helps as well. So, does that help me to actually close down on all these slimes here? It does not seem so. It is not enough damage for the slimes. Or is it? No, this slime probably will survive here. Sad. Then yes, Plut. Put another arrow tower right at the last stage of the map here. Maybe, yes, it actually finished one off. I feel vindicated in my decision for just the second. And wow, we actually have to get to 80. That's a tall order. I hope my towers are placed well enough to actually kill everything. At the moment it seems fine. But, well, there is another army that's approaching right now, and another army, and another army. It doesn't seem to end, but they're ending it quite well, and this stage is already finished. With a victory, and I have completed the demo. Well, this was a little fun tower defense game, which is quite nice. It's a game made by the developer Soy Boy Games on itch.io, which, well, I find the name absolutely nice. Really. It's called Castle Idler. If you want to get a look at this game, you can also look at my description. I will have it in the link down there for itch.io. He also has a Steam page if that is more your cup of tea and do not want to go to itch. Well, and with that I think I can quite well say that this part is done. We have everything achieved here in the demo. If you want to support me, leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to. I don't judge you if you want to follow and stalk me. And if you want to insult me, please leave a comment. I promise I will cry quietly. For now, I wish you all the best and see you at the next time. Goodbye.